it's Nicole. Welcome back to the floor of my nail room. So as you can see here behind me, the fake helmer is dead. I don't even think it was 6 months. It hasn't even lasted a year. This is how this has looked for the past couple of months. I haven't been able to get the drawers out without it just completely collapsing on itself. I had originally planned to replace this one with a Bisley, which is a more expensive version of the helmer, which is right here. But there were two issues with doing that. One, the Black Friday sale was about 20% off and the Bisley is $200+. So it was definitely on the spendy side. But basically what tipped me over to not get a Bisley was that I have the helmers underneath of this table here. All of these here are on wheels, and the Bisley wheels were even more expensive, and it was just gonna come to like over $300 for one drawer system. I ended up getting another helmer, which is right here just off camera. Because it was literally like a fraction of the price. I'm just as disappointed as you all. I really wanted to try the Bisley, plus also I wanted a pink one, but at the end of the day, it was just way more money than I had wanted to spend. So yeah, so game plan, I'm gonna try to get all of this stuff out of this and put it in the helmer and just do a little switcheroo. But I also wanted to give like a long form video update in case anyone missed the short that I posted about this not being good. Do not buy the fake helmer. I've seen it, it's on Amazon, it's on Walmart, it's on Wayfair. I'm sure it's probably on like Temu or something as well. Do not do it. The metal is just way too thin. Trash. The last time I tried to put away some polishes and I pulled out this drawer here and all of these collapsed downwards. I'm really hoping that none of the nail polish got damaged. This happened back in like November. It's currently December 19th today. Okay, I'm gonna try to take these out from the top. I feel like that would make the most sense on also protecting the nail polish. And I'm also gonna take off all of like my labels and things, which you guys can't see. Zoom in, zoom in, zoomy, zoomy, zoom in. Let's get this taken apart. Okay, but yeah. Hi, Sassy Louise. You always show up when mommy's filming. Hi, sweetheart, my love, my love, my love. Okay. I'm not seeing or smelling any signs of any nail polishes that got damaged, so hooray for that. So I'm pretty sure we could just slide this out. I don't think we're gonna have any issues with the table collapsing if I just slide this out. I say that and then the whole table moves. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Probably vacuum under here, but we're gonna save that for another day. So I think we should be able to just do the exact same thing again. Why do I always do this when I'm home by myself? Oops. Try that again. Oh, the top came off. Oh.
Eventually.
It's in. Okay, so current problem. The floor on this side of the room, like the floor slopes this way in here. And current issue is the new helmer seems to be higher up. Like there's a gap. Like I can see that this is flush on here, but not on these two. And I'm kind of wondering if that's gonna be a stability issue. Like this is the table that I do all my swatching on top of, so I need it to be pretty level. I'm gonna have to call my tech support, which is my husband, which I feel like happens every single time I'm putting in a new helmer. I feel like I always have to call him for tech support, and I probably should learn that I should do this when he is indeed home to help me. So obviously this blue one, this is like, we'll call it the 2025 helmer. This one is really, really old. I got this one off of Facebook. Oh, I got both of these off of Facebook Marketplace. This is like the old style of the helmer where the drawers go in on the rail on the bottom, whereas the new style, the drawers go in from like on the top. Like here, you can see here. So you can see the sides here look like this. This is the new. My oldest helmer that I bought from IKEA, I'm pretty sure I bought that in 2017, 2018, I think. And all of mine are like this. This one that I got off Facebook Marketplace, this is This is what the sides on those look like. This is like the old helmers. I don't know how old this one is. I can't remember when they sold orange helmers, but like the dimensions in theory should all be the same. Okay. Also, I just realized my Mooncat drawer is full. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something to get these level, because like, I don't know if you just saw, because again, everything's on wheels. When I pulled it out like that, it did slide forward. And I'm sure somebody can say that, Nicole, why did you put them on wheels? I don't know.
Shut your stupid ass up.
Blame my tech support. I don't know. In all honesty, I'm now wondering if maybe we should take the wheels off of all of these. Let me call tech support.
Hello?
Hello. I had a little question for you. Did I ever tell you how much I love you?
Oh God, what did you do now?
20 minutes later.
Here's my reveal. So long story short, I discovered that since these older helmers here, the wheel placement on them is in fact different than the wheel placement on newer helmers like the blue one here. Like you can clearly see the wheels right here on the blue helmer, but you don't see them as easily on these ones here. So it basically made the table very lopsided. For those of you who watched the video of when I got the orange helmer here, I did have to do, hi, Sassy D, are you on? I did have to put some shims underneath of it to get it level enough to put here. I don't think I'm gonna need to do that with the blue helmet. She's just rubbing her nose all over my leg. Ruru, you can't eat that. Oh my God, you guys are chaos. The table is stable, we have no wobbling, but as it is right now, I think we are good to go. I think my next step is going to be trying to decide if I am going to shuffle things around. I usually prefer the helmer closest to me. I sit right here for my swatches. I usually prefer the helmer here to have like my top coats and my base coats. But if I do that, I'm going to have to move everything around. And because the red helmer here is the old style of helmer, I just can't just swap the drawers around. For those of you who are around, you might remember when I made my glitter table here. I wanted to paint this with gold glitter. I've been kind of putting it off for years now. I bought spray paint to do it. And then like Wayne told me that I can't just like spray it. I have to like do a test or something. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I might just say
no more saying cuss words, guys.
Just start spraying.
I've done some dumb things, and I'll do dumb things again.
Hi, you goofball. What are you doing? So I guess it's been a minute since you all got a Rue update. So she's doing very well, as you can see. I am now realizing that her jammy jams today look like prison uniform. She's not in jail, even though she is a bit of a nut and causes a lot of mischief. Terrible twos are strong in this one. Because I'm feeling rather lazy, because also I still need to move stuff around in the other helmers. I think I'm just going to put everything that was in the pink helmer, well, the pink fake helmer, into the blue helmer and call it. You know what? I think I'm actually gonna put the camera onto the drawers, because I feel like I usually have it wide enough that you can see me. And I think today we're just gonna focus on what goes inside of each drawer. Okay, so this particular drawer is my swatching supplies drawer. This is like top coats, base coats, and should be acetone additives that like I reach for and use on the most regular basis. Also lotion. So all the things that I use the most go in this drawer. It's usually not in any, you know what? I should probably put these in, I should probably organize these again. Let's do top coats in the front. Also, is this upside down for everybody? Let's put it this way. We've got two almost empty bottles of Pili Base. I'm actually gonna combine these. Okay, we are no longer upside down for you all. You're upside down for me. I have way too many like duplicates that I need to get around to doing something about. Usually, especially for sponsored posts, but I try to do it for most videos, I try to pair each brand of base coat and top coat with the brand that I'm swatching. So more Holo Taco, this is Pili Base and their regular glossy top coat. Oh, I forgot. These were all of the top coats and base coats that I had left on the table when I moved everything. Okay. Unaesthetic reorganization. Well, not really. Removification. All right, in this next drawer, we have Music City Beauty, Moonshine Manny, Moo Moo, and Monarch Lacquers in here. You know what? I know people hate when I do this, but sorry. Let's just get the monarchs out of the way. Rue, stop shredding my carpet, please. So I don't think this is an unpopular opinion, but my personal opinion, the current Moonshine Manny bottle is way more aesthetically pleasing than any of their older bottles. They had another one that I don't have that's like a more bulbous kind of shape. I feel like their bottle shape has always been kind of ugly. I really like the current one.
That's my opinion!
Okay, next drawer done. This next drawer is my Linderellas, but I've got more Linderellas that need to get put away. Let me find them. So I've got like this big old container of polishes that need to get put away still. And then all of these Swatch sticks that also need to get put away. And I've been kind of putting it off. I know you guys hate it, but let's keep going. Since this is all one brand, we can do rainbow order easily here. I don't worry too much on tones. Just get the colors together is the most important part. Are you gonna help me, Ruru? You'll see her little head. So by help, we meant we get in the way. Okay, that's fine. So the most annoying thing about this particular bottle shape is that it doesn't fit super evenly in here. So there's like this itty bitty little gap right there. Also, I feel like I can change my mind on if I want to count this as pink or purple every damn day. It's magenta. I'm gonna say it's in the pinky magenta category. So I usually sort all of my polishes. I usually keep toppers separate, but for Linderella, because I feel like so many of the polishes are toppers, and also because I couldn't fit all of these in my helmer that I keep all of my toppers in, I opted to keep all of my Linderella polishes together, toppers and regular, just because of the sheer amount of them. And I feel like I usually wear their toppers as polishes anyway. So I am leaving a little space between things because this is one of those brands that I grab them in D-stashes as I see them cheap, because I really missed out when these were new. I wasn't buying nail polish online in that time period. To think I went from the start of this year having absolutely no Linderellas to having this many Linderellas in less than 12 months is kind of bananas.
I plead the fifth.
I feel like this happens every single time I'm moving things around. So I had originally planned to just put everything that was in the pink drawer in here, and I realized I once again messed up my order, and that does indeed bother me, because over here it would be top coats and then KB shimmer, Linderella, some M brands. This is M, so I still need to move everything over again. Oh god, because it does bother me, because like A starts on this side of the room, so we have A through C, D, H, I, J, K starts right there, and then we jump to M. This isn't, oh my god. On the positive side, I caught it before I stopped, but I'm gonna have to move stuff around. And then I'm also, all of this orange helmer, these are my mainstream brands, and I want to put them there because my mainstream brands, those helmers over there in the corner that you can't see very well, that's all my mainstream brands on that bottom shelf, and I want them to be kind of together. So yay, yay, yay. I had some lunch and I feel quite a bit more ready to operate this. I got these originally in an Ipsy bag. I don't know if this brand is even around anymore. Like, the whole reason why these brands are in here. Oh, also Moonflower looks like is in here as well. All of these brands are in here because they are no longer around. We've got an old liner. I don't like these liners. Also, I'm realizing that I need to cut a mat. I've been asked many times before, what type of liners do I use in my Helmer drawers to keep the polishes from moving around? And also, these kind won't mess up the bottom labels on polishes. This is what I use. Ignore the fact that this got played with in the middle of my yard. This right here. These are the Varia. They're the drawer mats from IKEA. One roll is 59 by 20 inches, and this is enough for one entire Helmer. Also, I think I might have eaten too much. I had a thing of pizza, like frozen pizza, and a bowl of chocolate banana pudding for lunch, and I think I ate too much. I do not feel good. I feel very, weighted down. Like, ooh. That was heavy. I think that was way too heavy for lunch. For those of you who also work from home, do y'all do lunch? I feel like for me, I really started having like a set lunch break while working from home as a way to have like a mental break from working. It was like one of the things that I do to have like a set schedule every day to like both keep myself accountable for doing things as well as to make sure that I take like breaks. All right, I'm gonna get these cut. I've got a live stream in an hour and a half. So yeah, I'm gonna get these cut. I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna get these cut. So I did run into a couple of issues. The first being I have 2 drawers dedicated to my Mooncat polishes. One of those drawers is completely full. So tomorrow I am going to have to continue shuffling things around. Several drawers from brands that I actively swatch and review for that I want to kind of shuffle around and make some space for. I've been putting this off pretty much this entire year. Since the last time I did an organization video, I've been putting it off.
Let me meditate. I just need a couple minutes. Tryna low bomb me, my cojones to the big ass. When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like yeah. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. When I get high. Let me meditate, then I celebrate. Tryna get the cake, I don't take a break. Yeah, wait. Grew up in the 90s, we was watching Ricky Lake. We was eating top ramen, no a TV dinner plate. Made that couple dollars, so I probably get the steak. Throw 'em out at John and Venice, I told Quinn and I'll be late. Ay, I'm so epidemic, I'm a cause an epidemic. Put my feet up in the building, feel it like a when I get high.
I haven't gone over footage yet, but I'm fairly confident the time lapse showed just all of the shuffling. So I kind of want to explain basically what happened because I'm fairly confident that before this video goes live, I'm going to have a short go up. I fully acknowledge this is not in fact a problem for most people. And I also fully acknowledge that this problem is of my own doing. But the concept of reorganizing hundreds and thousands of bottles of nail polish is not fun. There are quite a few times that I have people in my comment section telling me how like they wish they had as much nail polish as I have. But like, I just want you to realize by saying that this would be your life. And I was just feeling incredibly overwhelmed by how much nail polish I have and just like how I'm going to just continue storing everything. I think for 2026, and I know someone's gonna clock me because I said this earlier this year, but I think for 2026, I am in fact really going to have to destash.
Sure, Jan.
I quickly came to the conclusion that I have significantly less free space across all of these Helmers than I originally did. I have quite a few drawers that are completely full. If you're new to how I store in alphabetical order. So like for this drawer over here, this is like my number brands and letter A. I have a lot of drawers that look like this. Drawer is like B brands. And this is how it's looking. There's a lot less space across the drawers than I had initially thought. I think for all 20 Helmers, there is a total of 3 empty drawers left. And I lost count of how many drawers were completely full. Ignore the fact that you're not getting like a boob shot.
Oh my.
Okay, so for cert colors here, we still have, this is pinks through yellow here. There's not a ton of space left here. I could push it out a little bit more. But there's plenty of overlap space in the greens and teals drawer. And then this is blues and purples. Still plenty of space in the back to add things. And then we have more space here. I feel like this should have me pretty good. Clear Not Cosmetics is right here. You can barely see it, but there is some overflow space there for more circ if need be. I did also shuffle my hollow tacos around. These are hollow tacos here. So hollow taco ends right here. And then I've got one more empty drawer right here for more hollow taco. And then one of the issues that I had over here was my aisle and peas was very, very full. So I made space here for aisle and pea. And then aisle and pea also has this space too. Come on over, baby. You know what? I'm just gonna hold the camera for a second to make this easier on me. For the helmer drawers over here, I just shuffled the drawers around. So like that used to be the orange helmer, that used to be the blue helmer. And I just kind of moved the stuff around. Ignore the stuff. I've got a dog that shreds things. So I just moved the drawers around here. So we have my supplies are still in this top drawer here. Right here is KB Shimmer, and KB Shimmer goes through here. And then we have L, M brands. We've got more. I also added some more stickers recently. And then we've got Mooncat is in here, and then of course I did save the Avatar The Last Airbender boxes. And then we've got more Mooncats, and then M brands, rubbing alcohol, nail polish bottles, and then my Night Owl lacquer starts here, and then it goes here. I'm gonna have to blur out that sticker. Y'all can't you can't see the eyes.
This is the skin of a killer, Bill.
And then more Night Owl lacquer. The one that I kept here, this used to be where the start of my mainstream brands, and the mainstream brands would just be this bottom row here. What I ended up doing was keeping my indie and boutique brands here. So we go through NP. Up here, we bounce over and start with indie P brands. And then my last indie drawer is right here. And then we have mainstream brands start here with the oranges. More mainstream over here. Except for when you come over here to this side of the room that we're not going to be talking about. And then these are China glazes over here. And then from here down to here is where I keep all of my toppers. So as I was saying, I really do think it's time to destash. If you are unaware, kind of how this came to be, like the double stacking and all this for the helmers, is largely because I like to have a lot of space to put stuff away, and I honestly feel kind of anxious when I feel like I don't have space to put things away. So the number of like full drawers that I have that I can't put stuff away, it honestly caused me quite a bit of anxiety. Just the idea of not being able to put things away, it stresses me out. I feel like I definitely have a lot of polishes that I could in fact destash and get rid of, just to make some more space. I think for my first round of destashing, I'm first going to be reaching out to some women's shelters around here to see, you know, if I can give off some of the excess to them. And after that, I think then I might officially set up another destash. I just now have to decide how I'm going to do that, because I started the process of destashing last year and honestly got kind of overwhelmed with setting up a whole little storefront on doing the things. Like I started saying this a little while ago, just like I feel like I just have so much polish here, and it can definitely feel overwhelming trying to sort through it and go through things. Yeah, I don't recommend anyone having this much nail polish. Like I'm sure for most of you all watching, like you're probably a nail polish collector. You probably have like a decent sized collection. But yeah, I feel like I can for sure let go of some things just because like there's just... I've got 20 helmers. Like there's just, I don't need more. All right, so we're gonna end it here because that was a lot of yapping. Thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe to all the things. Shout out to my channel members, Shenanigang Story fans, names of course, all on the screen right now. Just thank you all for joining for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this video made sense. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Bye.
Big ass when I get high. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like yeah.